Ladies and gentlemen, we are currently holding for further traffic clearance.
Check out Kristen's new website, MagicalJourneysVacations.com, for all your vacation needs. Disney, Universal, cruise lines, and more.
Thank you for traveling with us.
MagicalJourneysVacations.com. Have her book your magical vacation today.
WDW After Dark, your weekly webcast for Disney fans. You love Marvel, you love the Disney parks, you love Star Wars. Well, we do too. Run by fans, for fans, and we bring you a little bit of the edge, and we pull no punches. We tell it like it is, straight down the middle, just like a referee in the MMA world. All right. This is Aljon Go, joined by Jeff Davis and Kristen Hetzel, and we're going to be speaking to you about all the stuff going on this week in Disney news and headlines. Kristen's also going to be able to talk to you all about her brand new book as well. So don't go away. Before we get this show started, let's talk first about how you can support WDW After Dark. You can do that. Go to wdwafterdark.com and check out all of our shopping links there for Fandango, because maybe you want to go see Pete's Dragon. Maybe you want to rent movies now with Fandango Go, which is a great service for online streaming of movies, including Beauty and the Beast, that's out, or Captain America Civil War, which is also out. So you can do all of that there using our Fandango link. Sign up for the VIP program, and then you may even be able to get free movie passes down the road, as well as special gifts whenever you click on our link for Fandango when you're shopping for your movie fix. Also, Amazon.com. Every single week we have people that absolutely love shopping Amazon, and Jeff, I don't know if he needs an Amazon link or not because of his webcam, but at any rate, I know I do. I need a new webcam. But you can support our show using Amazon, and from there, you too can also get the same kind of great deals you can get with Amazon every single day as you shop for what you need, for what you want, and then Amazon kicks us just a little bit of extra love in the form of a couple quarters into our tip jar every time you do so. Last but not least, Kristen and MagicalJourneysVacations.com. You're booking that Disney trip? I know you are. At least you're thinking about it. All right. Don't forget to ask Kristen. Not only is she a certified vacation planner through Disney, but she'll also be able to help you with all kinds of information, Disney dining, reservations, all that cool stuff, and give you the best deals on dining packages and packages, much like she did, of course, for the staff here at WDW After Dark. Right, Jeff? He'll say yes. He'll nod yes. And she will definitely hook you up. Check out MagicalJourneysVacations.com and click our banner, and that'll take you straight to Kristen's website. And now, on with the show.
WDW After Dark. Now loading.
WDW After Dark. WDW After Dark. Live and uncensored. Starring Jeff Davis, Aljon Go, Kristen Hetzel, and Eric Allen. WDW After Dark is live and uncensored. Call the hotline at 410-98-WDW-AD. Follow us on Facebook at WDW After Dark Webcast, and Twitter at WDW After Dark. Headline news, Disney food, video games, Marvel and Star Wars. WDW After Dark, live and uncensored. And now prepare yourself for WDW After Dark.
This week, Disney has got a lot of great things going on, and some controversial things that we're going to get into maybe in another part of our program. But first and foremost, my name is Aljon Go, lifelong Disney fan, and also a future member of the Avengers. Yes, and I'm joined with our fellow superheroes of After Dark. Once again, joining us this week, Mr. Jeff Disney Davis. Hello, sir.
Hi, guys. How you doing?
I'm
Good to see
doing
you.
good. Good to see you. How are you feeling this week? You doing all right?
I'm doing a lot better than I was, let's just say Tuesday of last week when you guys did the show. So
What happened?
yeah,
What
I'm
happened to
feeling
you? Did you have like bronchitis or something? What's going on? You had funk?
no, just a really bad head cold, and I blame it really all on the airline that I was on coming back. Uh, I got onto the plane and it was just extremely hot. Apparently, the AC system that was giving the plane cold air went out, and so all those windows that were open, all that heat just kind of sat there, and they didn't get the AC turned on until about 30, 40 minutes later. So we all, full flight, everybody just sat there and just was sweating it out. You know, I could feel the heat from each person next to me because I was stuck in the middle seat, and
Oh, that's
yeah.
bad.
And then they turned on the AC when they turned on the engines, and so we all cooled off very quickly. And I'm thinking that's probably one of the contributing factors to the head cold, along with all the other bad air everybody was probably breathing on the inside of the plane while we were
Ugh. You know those
It
metal
was nasty.
tubes. It's
Yeah.
disgusting sometimes, being in planes. Jeff, you are the host of DW60, all about Disney news on Sorcerer Radio, our partner site. Jeff, there's a lot of headline news. I know you're going to touch on some of it tonight on the program, but what do you have coming up for your show on Sorcerer Radio?
Well, this week we're going to talk a little ranting, since I just recently was at the Walt Disney World Resort, and I have a few issues that I need to cover during the show this week. And then, of course, we got fingerprint scanning, we've got Zika virus, and a couple of other, little tidbits I'm going to give everybody coming up this Thursday on SR for the show. So
Very good. Very good. We appreciate it. Don't forget to follow Jeff at DW_60 for all the great stuff, and we'll give out the links to his other endeavors later on in the program. Speaking of endeavors, releasing a brand new book, which we'll speak about here momentarily, Miss Kristen Hetzel. Hello. How are you?
I am very tired. How are you?
Oh, I'm good. I'm good. I was going to say, Jeff, not only did we have a long weekend with Labor Day now past us, Kristen, you were busy. Not only did you have a Labor Day weekend celebration, but you also just came back from being overseas as well. You visited Dracula, right?
I did. In the 8-hour time difference, I still haven't adjusted back. Right now, my brain's going, you're sleepy. It's time for bed.
Right. Well, we're going to get to that here in just a little bit. I tell you, before we get into the news, Jeff, really quick, I know that you have the rant set up for DW60, but why don't you give us just a quick little trip report overview, if you would? What are some things that you liked and some things that you didn't like, and maybe stuff that you found interesting during your last trip to the Disney Resort?
Well, initially it was a birthday trip from Nicole, and complete and total surprise. Just really was very excited about it. We spent the day at the Magic Kingdom and also Epcot, and in the morning we did the Marceline tour there at the Magic Kingdom that morning, and that's 3 hours of some really fantastic information, stuff that you may or may not know. When it comes to Walt Disney or the parks or anything else. What was really interesting, though, probably my two favorite parts, the behind-the-scenes look at the dining room. They're at the Haunted Mansion in the Magic Kingdom, getting to go behind the scenes there and see how that actually works. I knew how it worked. I was, not ignorant to the fact of what they were doing, but to actually see it is something totally different. Didn't ruin the attraction for me whatsoever. It's fantastic. And then, of course, you also get your own personal theater for the Carousel of Progress, where the cast member points out a lot of different interesting things that you may or may not have known about the attraction on all the other times that you've been on it. So, really great tour, great day at the Magic Kingdom. Saw Main Street Electrical Parade for the final time while I was there that evening. And some of the stuff that really, really bothered me, one thing was continuously walking into people who have got their cell phone in their hand, and where is their head? It is pointed down, and they are not looking as to where they are going. I can't count how many people ran into me because they were not paying attention. Put the cell phone down, people. You're at Walt Disney World. Look at what's around you, not on what's Facebook, not on Snapchat or Instagram or anything else. That really got on my nerves because it happened quite a bit. And there was a security issue also that I had a big problem with. I'm not going to go into real big detail on that. But like I said earlier, I'll talk about it this Thursday. And then there was a personal space issue that Nicole and I also dealt with. Yeah.
Personal
Our
space issue.
personal space issue, yeah. And that was actually during the Marceline tour, as a matter of fact.
Oh.
And it was a very small group. It was only like 13 or 14 people, but there was a big personal space problem during that I'll talk about this week as well.
That's not good. I mean,
No,
they must have. They're not from the States. They must not have been from the States, because personal space is an issue that we here in the United States we hold in high regard. However, other countries do not.
Yeah, it involved a teenager, and when it comes to teenagers, they just don't pay attention. But it also comes down to mom and dad actually saying, "Hey, get over here, get away from those people."
Get over here.
Let me just real quick sum up pretty much this one kid in the tour group. No matter where Nicole and I would stand, we would, give the cast member his space in order to talk, because he loved to talk with his hands. He was all the time doing this.
Oh.
And he told us at the beginning of the tour, he's like, "Don't stand real close to me as we're walking around, because I have a tendency to turn around and start talking at a moment's notice, and my hands tend to fly when I do that. So I don't want to slap you in the face as I turn around."
Oh, boy.
So, everybody's giving him his space and stuff. And this one kid in the group, Nicole and I would just get off to the side away from everybody, giving everyone space. It's hot. We don't need to be crunched up together any more than what we are. And this kid would literally stand shoulder to shoulder with either myself or Nicole the entire time. No matter where we would go, no matter where we would stand, he was always on my behind the whole time. Let's just put it that way.
Sounds like you were punked. Sounds like you were punked.
I don't know, but what annoying. Seriously annoying.
Oh, man.
So,
I would have told him to step back.
He got a lot of nasty looks. Let's just put it that way. And it didn't register to him. It did not register. And mom and dad are just over there, not paying attention to anything he's doing.
Oh, man.
But it didn't ruin the tour. It didn't ruin the day. None of the stuff that, I'm going to rant about ruined the day. It was absolutely fantastic to sit there and see Main Street Electrical Parade one more time before it goes wherever the hell it's going to go. I have no idea.
So tease your rant. Tease your rant so people can tune in.
Yeah, so it's DW60s this Thursday, 8 a.m. Eastern Time. Check it out. That's all I'm going to say. I'm gonna let it build up until that time. So.
Well, let it build up. Oh, okay, all right. Build up, and then of course they're gonna erupt, and people are gonna go blind now because
exactly. We'll explode at a moment's notice.
Oh Lord! All right, give Jeff some space, folks. Give him some space.
Headlines. WDW After Dark presents Disney Headline News.
And now we present to you WDW After Dark Disney Headline News. Jeff Davis is first to bat. Go ahead, sir.
Well, if you're a child and you're listening to this and you're under the age of 10, just listen up. Parents, listen up as well. Children under the age of 10 have never had to use the fingerprint scanner when it comes to entering the Walt Disney World Resort. They would simply scan their Magic Band or their card and simply go through. Well, now Walt Disney World is requiring all ticket holders, that is also children under the age of 10, to use the fingerprint scanner when entering the park. You're having to do it there at Walt Disney World theme parks, the water parks, and also Disney Quest as well. It's reportedly part of the continuing effort to fight ticket fraud. They're having a big problem with that at Walt Disney World ticket sales. Child tickets in the past would have no fingerprint associated with them, nor would require a photo ID, but just things have to change. Disney didn't make any type of a statement about it as to any more specifics or anything else like that, but not really that big of a deal. It's just one little small step. They may have a little bit of trouble understanding as to what they have to do, especially if they're younger, maybe 4 or 5 years old. They may not quite understand, why do I have to do this? Getting a child to hold their finger on a little bitty sensor for longer than a few seconds may be kind of hard, but they're going to have to do it. That's just the way it is. So try not to give the Disney cast members too much of a hard time when it comes to this type of stuff. So Wanted to cover that real quick. It's been less than a week at Walt Disney World since they introduced complimentary insect repellent at the Walt Disney World Resort to combat the Zika virus problem that they are having in the state of Florida. And they started off with just regular off. They had different stations located throughout the theme parks. The Disney Springs area, they were also giving bottles of off to resort guests to actually keep and take with them and everything. Well, they changed it. They're no longer providing the off. They switched brands. It is now a lotion that comes in industrial size containers, lots and lots of this lotion, so that multiple people can come by, use it anytime they want. It's a real problem. So don't feel like you can't go up to the cast member and say, hey, can I have some of the lotion to put on my body? Protect yourself. Always protect yourself. And for those of you getting it, it's free in your resort room. If you're staying on property there at the Walt Disney World Resort, you get a free small bottle of this to use for your family. What I also recommend, buy a little bit of extra to take with you. If you're flying, do it after you get there. They sell it there in the stores near the food courts and other areas, gift shops for you to purchase while you're there at Walt Disney World. But also, if you're driving, just buy a couple things from Walmart. No big deal.
Yeah,
Easy.
There's a look at the mosquito prevention station there at Magic Kingdom, if I'm not mistaken. I've got it on, everybody, so you can see. I'm glad that they're doing this. This is good. This is a step in the right direction. Don't you think, Kristen?
I do. I'm glad they're going to lotion because I see on the table the aerosol cans, and those are not my friend.
Yeah, those were the bottles of Cutter brand spray that Disney started using from day one.
And for somebody like myself, that creates an asthma attack, having to breathe that in. So I'm glad they got rid of that.
Yeah.
But there's information. If you're looking for information on the Zika virus, they do have some information to pass on to you, some key tips and stuff like that. So all of this is really to help protect you and to help protect your family and help not spread the Zika virus throughout the Walt Disney World Resort. We don't want something like that.
Hey Jeff, real quick, did you know in advance that you and Nicole and your family and friends had to kind of put the off or the Skin So Soft and kind of give yourself a little bit of a dose before you walked into the parks?
Well, actually, they did not have any of this until the day after. We were there on Saturday. They started doing this for resort guests and people in the parks on Sunday.
Oh.
Of last weekend, actually.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, very good.
So, otherwise, I knew about it in Miami. I didn't know it was a big issue in Central Florida. I did not know that.
According to the state of Florida, if you look it up based on their website, it's not a problem anywhere other than in Miami.
Yeah, see, that's what I thought. I thought it was just strictly the Miami area, very southern Florida, not Central Florida.
Yeah. Right. Well, at least they're taking preventative measures. I think that is a good thing on Disney's behalf, no matter how you slice it. You know.
Yeah.
So I think it's a good thing, and much like the hand sanitizing stations, I think it's just a good call. You have guests from all over the world. Who knows what's going on there? It's just better to err on the side of caution, I imagine.
And taking it one step further, aside from just giving people ways to repel mosquitoes and not get the Zika virus, Walt Disney World has decided to drain and fill in the pool that is over at River Country. It's the 330,000-gallon upstream plunge that was a big, and I mean big, major attraction at River Country, which of course is now abandoned. It was surrounded by, man-made boulders. You had jumping and diving platforms on it and everything. Very, very, very popular. But what is basically it has become since that area has been completely abandoned, vegetation has grown up, and the place looks like the aftermath of the zombie apocalypse, pretty much, if you want to get down to it. And all of these pools, especially this really big one, just sits there and has filled with rainwater and lake water and everything else. And what is that? That is a breeding ground, literally a breeding ground for mosquitoes, whether it be just regular ones or the ones that have the Zika virus. We don't know the difference. We have no idea. So Disney is taking it one step further. They're going to drain that sucker, and they're going to fill it in with concrete. That way, that problem is taken care of. So that's one other thing that Disney is going to do in order to keep you safe while you're visiting the Disney parks during this hot time of the year. Are they waiting too long? I don't think they're waiting too long. Like Kristen said, it's mainly a problem down in South Florida and in Miami. I think Disney's just being precautious, especially after, the problem that they had with the alligator and everything else. Now they're thinking about this kind of stuff all the time. What is another way that we need to prevent dangerous things happening to our guests? And one of them, it's a dangerous thing. It can get very bad when it comes to Zika. So that is also happening. Lots of other headlines are going to be coming out for the show this Thursday, but that's all I've got for WDW after.
Oh, thank you very much. Kristen, you've got a little bit of news yourself.
I do. I have a list of the sweet treats that are available for Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party. There are chocolate worms and dirt cupcake, vanilla spider cupcake, Halloween sugar cookie. They have an ice cream cookie sandwich that has little festive Halloween sprinkles on it. There's an enchanted pumpkin spiced cupcake, candy corn ice cream cone, ghoulish strawberry lemonade slushie. There's also candy corn cotton candy, which looks really cool. Vampire Mickey popcorn bucket, which I might need to get. Halloween popcorn bucket, Halloween hot dog or hot mug, and a poison apple stein. I want the poison apple stein. That all sounds good to me. Aljon, we can't hear you.
Oh, I'm sorry. Other tidbits before we move on. Can you hear me now? Oh, that's all. Okay. Wonderful. A couple really interesting things for you. Thank you, Kristen. I appreciate that. Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. is debuting something brand new, and because Kristen, Jeff, myself, and Eric do follow what's going on with the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. on ABC, they just shared a brand new look of the brand new Ghost Rider. Have you seen this, guys? I know Jeff probably has. Kristen, have you seen the new Ghost Rider?
I've seen the picture, and he's creepy looking.
Okay, so we're going to go ahead and present this to everyone. This comes to us from IGN.com, and here it is. Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. returns later this month. ABC's released the first official image of Gabriel Luna, the person playing this, I guess you could call him the newer version of the Ghost Rider. So I'm trying to look this up here, and unfortunately IGN has a bunch of pop-ups, so that's thank you, IGN, for demonstrating that you can sell advertising to us. We appreciate that. But at any rate, let's go ahead and screen share this once again. Oh, check this out. So there he is right there. This is the official image. Gabriel Luna playing Ghost Rider. And it looks like he's going to be the latest incarnation of the Ghost Rider, who happens to be a race car driver and a Latino hero. So I guess this is, once again, it's not going to be the Johnny character that Nick Cage had brought to life in those kind of deplorable Ghost Rider films that Sony released. I'll be honest.
Yeah.
But but it looks really interesting. So Robbie Reyes is the new Ghost Rider, played by Gabriel Luna. And according to executive producer Jed Whedon, he said that while they are staying true to the comics, they believe they're going to be getting the most important parts of the Ghost Rider character, including his awesome car. And I cannot wait for that. So I'm looking forward to Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. as they make that happen later on this month. I think this is going to be a really good season for Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. I hope they don't cancel it, guys.
And again, with the car thing, though, I mean, it's... I've just never pictured him driving a car. It's a motorcycle, and before that it was a horse, And so it just...
Yeah, well, truth be told, yes.
Yeah.
There have been several Ghost Riders, the most notable one being the motorcycle rider and the horse. But, I think things do change, and who knows, maybe the car will come and go, and maybe he will ride a bike. You never know. But this is the current incarnation of Ghost Rider as it is available in comic book form for the new Marvel now. So I think this is good, and they are changing some things up in Marvel quite frequently. They're making sure that their characters are more a mirror of the reality that we all live in today. So
Sure. Yeah.
we'll see how that works, and who knows, maybe you know. I just hope that Nick Cage doesn't come back. I mean, as much as I love Nick Cage, I just hope that he doesn't come back, because I don't want any reference to those really the piss poor Marvel movies. So I'll just leave it at that. Also, just so you know, Beauty and the Beast, as I alluded to, the Signature Collection is coming out, 25th anniversary edition, folks. Can you believe it? 25th anniversary edition of Beauty and the Beast. It's coming home on Blu-ray and digital download here September 20th, also coming to the Disney Movies Anywhere app. Now, when you purchase the Blu-ray and DVD, you pre-order it, the anniversary edition, on WDWAfterDark.com, and check out our Amazon link for that. You get the original theatrical version. You get the branched version of Human Again, which I believe is available if you so choose to add that to your viewing experience. Kristen knows that she only watches the theatrical version, so she does not watch the one with the bonus.
Best version.
The best version, yes. You also get the theatrical sing-along version, and then you also have a tribute to Alan Menken and Friends. So that should be really nice. Now, if you get the digital HD version, you get the branched Human Again, you get the work in progress picture version, which will also have some storyboards as well. So you get all of that with that major edition, and so please check that out. Jeff, Kristen, what are some of your favorite scenes about Beauty and the Beast? Because I know that both of you enjoy that film quite a bit. Kristen, you want to take a stab at it?
Favorite scenes.
Maybe
That's
Jeff should
difficult.
take a stab at it.
That's difficult because it's my favorite movie.
Jeff, how about you? You're a big fan of Beauty and the Beast, right?
Yeah, dining room scene is my ultimate favorite for Be Our Guest. Just all the characters that are involved in that, and
you mean the big dance at the end, right?
No. Be Our Guest.
Yes, the musical number. Okay.
In the dining room, yeah.
Yeah.
That's my all-time favorite. Yeah, the ballroom is fantastic. It does look absolutely wonderful and majestic and everything else, and a lot of people think of that, but I always think of the dining room scene since that's my favorite.
Now,
I like when Beast gives her the library.
Oh, okay, that's very good. And my favorite scene is where Belle is tending to the Beast when he has that little thorn thing going on. So there you have it. Yeah, a little cut there. So yeah, that's me, I have to admit. So anyway, once again, pick up Beauty and the Beast, the 25th anniversary edition. I can't believe it. Available on Disney Movies Anywhere and digital HD and Blu-ray September 20th, and use our links for that. Moving into the second part, I know, right? Moving into the last part of this particular part of our program, we're going to talk to Kristen really quick about her brand new book. Kristen, what is your book, and where can people get it?
It is the Epcot International Food and Wine Festival 2016 Dining Guide, and it is over 200 pages, full color, so you've got tons of photos. I think there's over 100 photos in the book, but I've got what's new at the festival. You've got the list of all the events taking place, so the culinary demonstrations, beverage seminars, special events, including those that are no cost, so like the bottle signings and book signing, that stuff's in there as well. All of the marketplace booths with menus, including photos of several of the food items. Then there's a Eat to Be concert series. That schedule is in there. Included along with that is information on all the artists in case you don't know who somebody is. It'll tell you a little bit about them, including what their hit songs were. There's even some information on some of the celebrity chefs that will be hosting events. So, like Alex Ghiorelli, Robert Irvine, Graham Elliott, like people like that. There's information on them in the book as well.
Basically everybody that Jeff and I really appreciate watching and would love to have a plate of food from.
Yeah, basically in a nutshell. Yeah, that's it.
Hey, Jeff, have you ever heard Alex Ghiorelli describe food on Food Network? She does those those little TV programs where they
Oh,
do
yeah.
it's kind of, and she's like, I just love the way the butter just, it just spread
I
out.
know.
She
The best thing
literally
I ever ate is what it's
the
called.
best thing I ever ate. Oh my God, she is so hilarious. It's very sensual the way she describes food.
She is, yeah. Yeah.
It's crazy.
I try not to watch that program too much.
It's so funny, Kristen's podcast, and you've listened to it before, Jeff, and I know Eric has, and we've all listened to it. People comment that after listening to the podcast, they can't wait to eat something.
It's a fact. I mean, she's done it on this show
Yes.
quite a few times. I've had a cup of noodles before we do a show, and then Kristen starts this long menu listing, for one of the brand new restaurants that had just opened, and I'm like, damn, I can't contain myself. I have to leave and go get something else to eat.
It's hilarious. Yeah. Well, you're definitely going to get this with this book, but go ahead, Kristen. Sorry to butt in there.
There is also expert tips. Some of the stuff that's included is suggestions for menu items for kids. There's stuff on special diets, so vegetarian, tips for eating on a budget, as well as other special events that are taking place during the same time. So Waldorf Astoria, Orlando, they have their Food and Wine weekends. That's in there. The Walt Disney World Swan and Dolphin has their Food and Wine Classic. That's in there. And then Four Seasons Orlando also has some events that they're taking part in, and those are mentioned in there as well. There's printable checklists. I've got fun challenges that are in there as well. So tons of stuff in this book, so that way you have everything you need to plan it. It is an ebook in PDF format, so it's really easy for you to download to your tablet or phone and take it with you when you're in the park. So
Yeah, well, I cannot wait. This is really an indispensable guide for those of you that really, really love to get the most out of your trip. So, and I'm not just saying that because you're my wife. I'm saying it because it's an awesome book.
Well, I mean, it's a fact. I mean, the amount of information that's crammed into this book is absolutely unreal. The next best thing to this book is something that I have had the opportunity to do, and that's walk the World Showcase with Kristen and visit each booth, because she literally describes everything for you, and it even convinces you to try things that you'd never want to try ever.
Okay, so this is the episode where this is going to be the episode where I insert the escargot. This is where we're going to do this?
You might as well go ahead and do it, because she convinced me to do it, So literally, this book is the next best thing to having Kristen walk with you on the World Showcase and tell you about what they're offering that year. So why not take the opportunity and have it with you when you're at Walt Disney World? I mean, it's just...
Well, awesome. Before we wrap up, then I'm gonna leave one question to me, and maybe Jeff can ask one question before we wrap up this segment of the program for today. Kristen, if you had to try one thing, if you were going to lend your Dining at Disney star of excellence to any food item, because you already did the preview for the Food and Wine Festival, what food item would be the must-try item of this year?
Ooh.
Because people want to know.
I'm going to say for people who are adventurous, I would have to say to go with the duck confit.
Oh, wow.
With
Okay.
the cheesy polenta. That I would recommend.
You had me at the cheesy polenta.
Scallops.
I love that.
Always scallops. Disney just does their scallops perfectly. So that's always a favorite of mine. And this year they removed them from Scotland, and now I'm trying to remember where they moved it to. But there's a new scallop dish on the menu this year.
Okay, very good. Jeff, did you have a final question for Kristen?
Kristen, if Japan ever had any type of a entree or small snack to try out during the Food and Wine Festival that involved dried fish, would you consider trying that? Just out of curiosity.
Oh, sure. I would try it. I don't think I'd like it, but I would try it.
So
I'll try most things once.
So Jeff, let me ask you this: so if I capture Kristen trying this dried fish, and we'll put it on the show, right? That's what you're wanting. Right. Okay.
That's right.
There is none at this year's booth though.
No,
There
no,
is no dry
but
fish
we're
there.
gonna have to go into the shop, and
No,
I will
that
try it
wasn't
with.
the
How about
question.
that? I will try it
That
with.
wasn't
Right,
the
it's
question.
right there in the back. You can't miss it. You know, these little guys are just staring at you right in the face, and just eat one. That's all. Just one.
That's all
There's
Jeff's
so
asking.
many more tasty things that I can spend money on.
Oh yes, there is. But as Andrew has said many times on his show, if it looks good, eat it. And if you like fish, it always looks good, so eat it.
Especially when it's looking right at you.
Exactly.
Don't forget to check out Kristen's new book, DaddyAtDisney.com. And you can pick up the book directly from her. And I apologize today. My voice is running out on me, but I sound like I've been smoking like a dozen Marlboros today, and I have not. Trust me, I have not. But anyway, Kristen, where can people find you?
They can find me at diningatdisney.com. And by the way, the book is $9.99.
Oh, there you go.
Just so you know.
Worth every penny, and it's a full color ebook with links. It's a beautiful thing with artwork, by the way, done by Mr. Eric Allen. So that's very good. I like that. Jeff, where can people find you?
Real simple, people. Just look underneath my name right there at DW_60. That's where you can find me on Sorcerer Radio at SRSounds.com. So give it a try.
Yes, give it a try, give it a look, and check out his vlog because he does a lot of little Disney things in there, you know?
I do. I am literally 3 subscribers away from 100. It's only taken me 5 months to get.
Damn, why don't your subscribers subscribe to our damn show, Jeff? You need to give us a shout out on your vlog.
I will start doing that.
Come on, man.
If you can give me a little closer, type thing that I have for SR at the end of mines for WDW After Dark, I'll throw it.
I will give you a closer, but here's the thing, man. You ripped off the WDW After Dark intro for your vlog.
I've got 2 intros. Everybody likes this one. Everybody likes this one. I said, okay, that's what I'll go with.
Man, it's like, all right.
It's a great opener. I can't.
It is a great opener, but we had it first. I created it on my iPhone first.
Yeah, but that's the thing. It's on the iPhone. Everybody has it.
Hey, we had it before it was cool, everybody.
Yeah, that's true.
Don't forget to check me out too, JennaMasketU.com, also WDW Tea Room. Kristen and I will be doing some live reporting upcoming through the Disney parks, or coming up soon. It's going to be really neat. We also have some upcoming information on Doctor Strange, as well as more interviews on WDW Tiki Room, our sister show on Sorcerer Radio. In regards to Star Wars, we just put one up with Mark Hamill, which was hilarious. We'll also put one on with Carrie Fisher. What the hell's going on there? As well. And Jeff can mute his microphone when he's blowing out his microphone. So
it is muted.
Yeah, it is needed. Oh, my goodness me. At least that was not Smell-O-Vision. And on that note, we'll bid you adieu. Don't forget that it's better after dark, and we will see you next time. Take care.